Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good to have you back here on Ask Huda. Just a quick reminder of our telephone numbers, 0020238555 248 or 249, or you can send us an email at ask, that's ask@huda.tv. We have on the line Safiya from the United Arab Emirates. Assalamu alaikum, sister. You're live on Ask Huda. Safiya, are you with us?
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Go ahead, sister.
Sheikh, may Allah bless you for the good work that you are doing and guiding us, people like us, in the right way.
Amen.
I want to ask you one question. But since this year has begun, I have a series of misfortunes like loss of money, and then I had a foot fracture. Then I also had a surgery done. So some friends in India were saying things like, you have the evil effect of a jinn or something when you were doing all this.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
I don't believe that it was all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay, I think I got it. Sister Safiya?
It is all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay, so Safiya, I think I got the question, but your line was very bad. Sorry to cut you there, but inshallah we got the question. Sister Sabah's second question there from the UAE, she said, can we read Quran at the time of Zawal?
yes, there is no problem. What's prohibited is at that time is praying any unnecessary prayer. But making dhikr, reciting Quran during the times which is dislike to pray any unnecessary prayer is permissible.
Okay, we have Brother Imran from the United Arab Emirates. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, Imran?
Alhamdulillah, very good. Good to see you. Sheikh, my question is that I want to know, are there any certain conditions or situations when a Muslim woman is allowed to travel alone? Are 2 or 3 women together allowed to travel without a male mahram?
Okay. Jazakallah khair, Brother Imran there from the UAE. Sister Sabah's third question was, is the word Dayyan, the name Dayyan, an attribute of Allah?
In one hadith which is collected by Imam Bukhari in his book Al-Adab al-Mufrad, and collected by Imam Ahmad, and by the way the hadith is judged as Sahih by Sheikh Albani, may Allah be pleased with him. Jabir ibn Abdullah, may Allah be pleased with him, and his father narrated that Abdullah ibn Unais said, I have heard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as saying, يحشر الله العباد فيناديهم. It means Allah the Almighty would resurrect and gather the servants on the Day of Judgment, then He will call on them. فيسمعه من بعد كما يسمعه من قرب. Then the very far and the very near, everybody will be able to hear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly. Then He will say, أنا الملك الديان. I am the king and ad-dayyan. The word ad-dayyan means the one who accounts, the one who holds people responsible and accountable, the one who reckon, the one who compensate and recompense. So indeed the word ad-dayyan is an attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay, next we have Brother Hamza from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah, how are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah, good. Sheikh, I had a question. I wanted to ask about something which is called qad. I'm sure you must have heard about it. It's mostly used in countries like Yemen and Somalia. It's a kind of a leaf substance.
Let me ask you, what does it do to people who consume it? What happens to them?
Because I've seen many of my friends there from this part of the region. I've seen, normally they say that it gives them a stimulant. It acts like a brain stimulant, kind of like a coffee, or something which keeps them up, working, and something like that. But then I've heard other people saying it is actually like a drug. So I'm not sure, what to say about it.
I guess and I believe it does the opposite. And that's why those who consume it are lazy.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
I guess it doesn't give them stamina or stimulate their mind or brain. Rather, it puts them to sleep. It's some sort of drug.
Yeah, that's what they say. Like it's like for the first 3-4 hours it makes you active, and after that it makes you tired. It's that kind of a thing. That's what they say. And I have to tell that I did try it once, because I wanted to see how it is. I did take a small portion of it, but I did not find it being a drug kind of substance, because I didn't find it being addictive. But I just wanted to know the proper Islamic opinion of it, so that I can tell others and practice myself.
We'll find out more about it, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Hamza. There. Next we have Sister Aisha from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum, sister. You're live on Ask Huda.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Please, is there a different way in naming a female child?
Okay. Jazakallah khair there. Brother Aisha, I think we have 2 questions about naming. You want to give a suggestion as well? For naming a female child. She wants to know the best name for a female child.
Okay, you can just, I don't want to start this, because I'm afraid it will open a door of many people will start calling, so that we'll give them names for the children. I want you to do this on your own with the consultation of your spouses. We have thousands of beautiful names. I personally love to name my children after the companions, in particular companions, so that when they grow up, they adopt the same moral codes of those companions. They know exactly what they have been named after those companions. Not like some Muslims who are naming their kids after singers and actors and actresses and soccer players. This is really a waste. In order to revive this ummah, in order to bring back the deen into our life, names are very, very important. Ibn al-Qayyim, may Allah have mercy on him, said, Al-asma'u aw'iyatu lima'aniha. When you give somebody a name, this is like a vessel that contains the meaning of that name. So it reflects on that person. So when you name your daughter, for instance, Fatima, she's the daughter of the Prophet ﷺ, and the first to follow him in heaven. When you name Khadija, the very first wife of the Prophet ﷺ, the mother of the believers, Safiya, Hafsa, etc. And I like for the brothers also to think of the name Muawiyah. Why not Muawiyah? He was one of the great companions of the Prophet ﷺ, who was actually one of the scribers of the Wahi. And that's why very few people who really pay attention to this name. So you open the book of the Seerah, the book of the Seal Nectar by Safi Rahman Mubarak Kafuri, read a couple of chapters and you will find tens of beautiful names of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ or his family members. Choose from amongst them. But indeed, for boys, the best names are Abdullah wa Abdul Rahman. And whatever name that begins with the word Abd, which means a servant of, then the following will be any of the names or the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Inshallah. We have Brother Sino from France. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda. Your questions, please.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Sheikh. I just have a simple question. We just came back from Egypt, actually, and we had a very bad experience with people in Egypt. My question is, Egypt has the most renowned university in the world. They have produced almost 3/4 of scholars, Islamic scholars today. But we notice that people in Egypt, mainly Muslims, still not acting as pure Muslims, i.e., the way they behave, and we notice that they are conniving and opportunists. So my question is that, despite having renowned Islamic universities there, why is it not translated into the attitude of the people there?
Okay.
That's a very valid question, and I'll be more than happy, inshallah, to answer it.
I hope you can answer that, Sheikh.
Jazakallah khair.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Wa alaikum assalam.
That's what Sino there from France. We have a sister from United Kingdom. Assalamu alaikum, sister. You're live on Ask Huda. Hello, are you there?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. Helping the ummah. May Allah reward you.
Alaikum assalam. Jazakallah.
I got 3 questions.
Can you raise your voice a bit, sister?
Sorry?
Okay, go ahead.
My first question is, can a woman travel by herself, only with her children, I mean, without a mahram for 8 hours journey in the airplane.
Okay.
And she's a practicing Muslimah and wants to visit her parents.
How old is her oldest child?
Maybe 5.
I'm sorry?
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's going to be 5. Maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, your second question?
My second question is one of my friend's husband has got a girlfriend. Is the wife allowed to spy on him to show to everyone that
Okay.
he is doing this wrong and to show him to his family that he is the wrong person?
Okay, and your third question?
The third question is it okay if someone wants to do diet or exercise to look good for her husband or but again some thinking is coming that it might be for the dunya, not something else to show someone like to others that
You mentioned dying, sister? Dying?
no dieting
Okay.
or exercise like
Okay.
exercising
Okay.
to slim down like.
Okay, cool. Okay, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Next we have Brother Khurshid from the United Arab Emirates. Assalamu alaikum. Brother, you're live and ask Huda. Your questions, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, I'm asking two questions. Number one is Zaman. This is from Friday to Friday because somebody told me that on Friday there is no time of Zaman.
Can you repeat the question, Brother Khurshid?
Zaman is every day between before the.
Okay, I got your question. I got it.
Okay, and your second question?
Second question, I'm asking when these two angels will come in the Qabr. So, what would be the language? Because nobody knows except Arabs in this Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would be the language at that time?
Okay. Okay.
Thank
That's
you very much.
Brother Khurshid there from the UAE. Sister Saba's fourth question. She says, what is the best time for istighfar?
There is a verse in the Quran in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالْمُسْتَغْفِرِينَ بِالْأَسْحَارِ. He praised a certain category of the believers who will be, inshallah, the dwellers of heaven by saying, الَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا إِنَّنَا آمَنَّا فَاغْفِرْ لَنَا ذُنُوبَنَا وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ الصَّابِرِينَ وَالصَّادِقِينَ وَالْقَانِتِينَ وَالْمُنْفِقِينَ وَالْمُسْتَغْفِرِينَ بِالْأَسْحَارِ. This verse, or those verses, are of Surah Al Imran, particularly number 17. So, in another hadith which is collected by Bukhari, Muslim, and Imam Malik and others, Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet ﷺ said, whenever it is the last 1/3 of the night, Allah the Almighty will descend to our worldly heaven by Himself. I guess there is another question relating to that, as how? Then we stop at it. This is none of our business, because what would really concern us that he said that he does, then he does, and the hadith is sound. Mm-hmm. And what does he do when he descends to our worldly heaven? Mm-hmm. He says, هَلْ مِن دَاعٍ فَأُجِيبَهُ. Is there anyone who has an invocation or a da'wah so that I will answer his dua? هَلْ مِن مُسْتَغْفِرٍ فَأَغْفِرَ لَهُ. هَلْ مِن سَائِلٍ فَأُعْطِيَهُ. Is there anyone who has a need to fulfill? Is there anyone who's asking for forgiveness so that I will definitely grant him forgiveness? So then this time is the best time to ask for istighfar. There is another recommended time to make istighfar, which is succeeding or following every sin that we do, and follow the evil deed with one which is good. It shall erase it. So whenever you know that you have erred, then seek refuge with Allah from the outcast Satan, and وَاسْتَغْفِرْ لِذَنْبِكَ, and seek forgiveness for your sin. Wallahu a'lam.
Okay, that's the answer one of Abu Salman's question there, but his second question was, can you please clarify the hadith that everything that is good is from Allah and everything bad is from your own self?
This is a little segment of a lengthy hadith that is narrated by Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, in which the Prophet ﷺ described how he begins his prayer with, particularly the night prayer, when he used to invoke Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with special invocations before the recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha, such as Allahumma ba'ad bayni wa bayna dhunubi kama ba'adta bayna al-mashriq wal-maghrib, etc. Then a part of this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ used to say, لَبَّيْكَ وَسَعْدَيْكَ وَالْخَيْرُ بَيْنَ يَدَيْكَ وَالشَّرُّ لَيْسَ إِلَيْكَ. So we understand what is the meaning of الخير كله إليك. All the good belongs to you. So what is the meaning of الشر, the evil that doesn't belong to you? What does it mean? The scholar said it means one of the following meanings. Number one, that one cannot approach near to you through evil. So الشر ليس إليك. I cannot do an evil, then I say this is for Allah. Then I cannot say or do or commit any ma'siyah, such as if somebody steals, then he gives any charity out of this property which he stole. It would not be accepted, because ash-sharr, the evil, does not go to him, nor does it ascend to him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, إِلَيْهِ يَصْعَدُ الْكَلِمُ الطَّيِّبُ وَالْعَمَلُ الصَّالِحُ يَرْفَعُهُ. What only ascends to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the good words and the good deeds, not the evil ones, not the bad deeds. Also, that ash-sharr, when we say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everything, whether good or bad, right? But sometimes when we look at the sharr, we look at it from our perspective. We don't know. Some people ask, why did Allah create Satan? There is a benefit, obviously. Why did Allah create ants? Why did Allah create fox and lions and those wild animals? So we look at it from a narrow angle which concerns us, that they are harmful to us. But we don't know the greater picture, the bigger picture, the purpose for which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, فَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُ شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ.
SubhanAllah.
It may be that you dislike something while it is good for you. And the opposite is true. So when we say أَن تُؤْمِنَ بِالْقَدَرِ خَيْرِهِ وَشَرِّهِ, it may be evil from your perspective. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of everything. You look at the partial issue. You do look at the bigger picture. So we say, as the Prophet ﷺ used to say in the dua, لبيك وسعديك والخير كله إليك والخير كله بين يديك والشر ليس إليك.
Dr. Mohamed Salah, it's a pleasure listening to you today, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect and preserve you so that we can continue to benefit from those wonderful statements of yours, inshaAllah. To all of you, we would like to say Jazakallah khair for tuning in today. And don't forget, if you have a question and you didn't get the chance to call in today, you can write to us at ask, that's ask@huda.tv. And don't forget, you can support programs such as Ask Huda or any other programs on Huda TV by writing to us at support@huda.tv. And just before I leave you, don't forget to visit our website www.huda.tv. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If my love is attached to thee, then from sins I will be free. Each time my heart will beat, your name will resound with heat. Allah is my heart's speech, your mercy is what I beseech. Keep in my heart your remembrance, and in your deen allow me to advance. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test.